Hi, Tim Roberts, Application Engineer with Go Engineer. This quick tip video, I'm going to delve into the workings of the solver window in Flow simulation. If you've ran projects in Flow, you've seen this menu before where we go to Flow Simulation Solve and we choose Run. Now Batch Run, I won't go into detail on that, but that gives you the ability to run multiple projects rather than just starting one project. Okay. But anyway, when we go to Flow Simulation Solve and we choose the option to run, you always get this window, and I want to talk about the specifics here. We've got Mesh and we've got Solve. So always a good idea to maybe initially just mesh your study and understand how many cells you have before you try to run it. Without any mesh control, you may end up with many more fluid cells, solid cells, and partial cells than you would like. Okay, so we mesh it first by unchecking solve and just checking mesh. Okay, that would go out and just mesh this project. Now the other option is to mesh and solve. What this will do, it will mesh it first and go right into the solver. Okay, now you'll notice under solve we have the choice of a new calculation, or if we had started something, we would have continue calculation. Since I haven't ran this yet, new calculation is the only option. So we'll hit run, and the solver will start to run. And it is always good, I think, to customize this window the way you want it to look. There's a lot of information you can present. I won't cover all that in this quick tip, but one of the most common things might be a goal plot here. Okay, we can add all of our goals so that we can see those progress in real time. Okay, let's stop this study, and we'll say yes to saving the results. If we save these results, then later on, tomorrow or next week, we could come back in and say Flow Simulation Solve and run, and this time we can choose continue calculation. Okay, if we did not want to do that, we would need to say new calculation. Okay, so I could pick right up here by clicking run, and that would continue my calculation. That's one of the nice things about Flow, is you don't have to start over. The final thing I'm going to discuss is this option for CPU and memory usage. Run at, we could potentially have multiple computers listed here if you have a network seat of Flow and you have installed Flow simulation on that computer. We could come in and say add computer and actually farm that process out to perhaps a machine with more resources. Okay. Again, I'm not going to cover that in detail now. By default, it's going to be set to this computer. And you'll notice finally one of the things you can do is select the number of CPUs. If your machine has 8, you may see 8 here. This is one area where Flow simulation can really take advantage of multiple processors, and the more the better in very general terms. Okay. Finally, what do we do after it finishes? Okay. Well, we can elect to load the results, which means we could immediately do plots and such, look at the results, or we can uncheck this. Now, sometimes your results are going to be very, very large. You might not always want to load results. This is your control for that. So hopefully that gives you a little more understanding of this window, all the options and what they do. My name is Tim at Go Engineer. Thanks for watching this quick tip video.